Years before the events in The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion and The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls Online lets you take part in the stories set within the compelling history and deep lore of the Elder Scrolls franchise. Designed to be played exactly the way you want to play, you can start wherever you like, with no level restrictions and no subscription required. This massive world is yours to explore, alone or with friends. Choose a favorite location or storyline and jump in. From the capital cities of the Three Alliances to the magical Somerset Isles. From the Kuti territory of Elsewhere to Morrowind, the home of the Dark Elves. From frozen Skyrim in the north to the endless swamps of adventures everywhere. Are you ready to forge your own legend? Options for creating and personalizing characters in the Elder Scrolls Online are almost without limit. Choose from 9 different character races, with the 10th race option available as an add-on. Select from 6 unique classes and customize them to fill exactly the role you want to play. Want to create a high elf sorcerer who armor and wields dual daggers for close quarters combat? Why not? Or maybe a red guard dragon knight who prefers light armor and a bow. It's completely up to you. Earn skill points as you adventure across Tamriel to improve your character. Then master and customize your skills to match your style of play. As you explore the world, keep an eye out for sky shards. For every 3 of these rare crystals you collect, you earn a bonus skill point to spend on your character. the in-game skill advisor provides recommendations on how to best spend your points at each level, based on the different roles available to your character. And you can always reset your skills and reallocate your points whenever you visit a major city, so you can build and play the exact character you imagine. Go anywhere, do anything. That's the freedom presented in the Elder Scrolls Online. The game scales your character to the content, so explore any dark cave or mysterious forest that intrigues you. Adventure on your own, or with friends, even if those friends have wildly different levels or belong to different alliances. Dive into the rich and varied story content as a solo player, or join a group to take on the most dangerous dungeons and boss monsters in the world. During your character creation, select one of the 3 alliances competing for power in this era: the Daggerfall Covenant, the Ebonheart Pact, or the Old Mary Dominion. Each alliance features a unique and compelling story. Choice never precludes you from playing with friends of different alliances. The Elder Scrolls Online is designed so you can travel anywhere at any time, no matter your level or alliance. Tamriel is a dangerous place. When you cannot sneak or talk your way out of conflict, you have to fight. The Elder Scrolls Online features an action-based combat system, reminiscent of the classic Elder Scrolls games. Use your skills, special abilities, and a combination of light and heavy attacks to defend yourself and your allies while you obliterate your foes. Unleash powerful synergy attacks when fighting as part of a group, and use block and dodge to reduce damage and avoid enemy attacks. If you prefer sneaking to direct combat, you can use stealth to evade detection, get around obstacles, or even set yourself up to unleash a potent surprise attack. Even the best solo player needs a little help now and then. Use the Group and Activity Finder and the Friends list to team up with other players for a dungeon or other adventure. The Elder Scrolls Online community is extremely welcoming to new players and invites them to join in. Our players go out of their way to help new players and show them the ins and outs of adventuring in Tamriel. This is especially evident within player guilds, a great way to meet others and develop lasting relationships that enhance your game. Join a guild to trade resources, tackle group content, or simply chat about the latest revelation of lore. There are also in-game guilds your character can join to receive new skill options and special rewards. Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, and the Thieves Guild are all accessible through story content. And for a real challenge, join the Undaunted and earn a unique skill line and extra rewards for tackling group dungeons. Dungeons present some of the most difficult and dangerous content available in the Elder Scrolls Online. From the small dungeon delves that challenge solo players, to group dungeons that require 4 players to take on, to the ultimate 12-person trials. These strange and wondrous places offer amazing visuals, complex battles, and compelling opponents unlike anything else in the game. Once your character reaches 10th level and you have a better understanding of the game, the Elder Scrolls Online gives you the option to participate in a variety of player versus player, or PvP, content. Duels offer a more intimate PvP experience, where you can test your skills or try out a new character build in one-on-one combat against another player. Battlegrounds present short, intense combat as 4-person teams take on 15-minute battles to earn achievements, experience, and special rewards. Alliance Wars are large-scale battles where the 3 alliances fight for control of the imperial capital of Cyrodiil. With siege weapons and massive armies, fight to capture and defend keeps and win the day. While you adventure and explore, don't forget to collect the valuable resources you find scattered throughout the world. These items can be used to craft weapons, armor, food, potions, and accessories that you can use to improve or further customize your character. Develop your skills in one or more professions and improve them by completing specialized crafting writs. The professions include alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting, clothing, woodworking, provisioning, and jewelry crafting. The Elder Scrolls Online provides players with the ability to own and personalize homes for their characters all across Tamriel. Homes can be acquired by completing quests, purchased through the Crown Store, or bought with in-game gold. Houses consist of single-room abodes to multi-chambered mansions. But nothing beats the opulence or grandeur of a manor house, complete with luxury accommodations for your character and up to 24 guests. Home ownership doesn't end there. Craft furnishings and accessories to personalize, improve, and decorate your home. There's never been a better moment to jump in and start playing The Elder Scrolls Online. With access to a multitude of adventures all across the width and breadth of Tamriel, and the freedom to play wherever and however you like, it's time to begin your Elder Scrolls story.
Thanks, Maribel, and welcome to the ESO News. For those of you guys getting ready for moving on over from Port Angeles, moving to Shelton here tonight for game night, this is going to be a fun night, as we've got a lot of things going on. We've got the system completely working, but yet we have a lot of work to do. So those of you guys that are getting more involved in Elder Scrolls, I do want you guys to be able to chat in places like YouTube or Twitch. So please chat in the channel here. This will be an important step for you being able to grow. As we have the daily login rewards looking at here, for those of you guys are going to be receiving a scale collar crate here today. That's kind of been what we've been receiving the whole week. So this is kind of like the last day of it's kind of sad where the scale collar crate is the last of the scale collar crates are being sent out here today. It's a sad day. And it's pretty exciting because there's been a lot of crates that have been given. Have you gotten your Frost Astronaut cake box set yet? We're going to be looking into that into Twitter here a little bit later on as the time goes. I'm going to go off the screen here in a little bit. I'm going to go talk to some of the guys on the outside. You guys can depend upon the Elder Scrolls Network, as now this is actually functioning 10 times better, as you will soon see through T-Mobile and Xfinity. This is a great thing to get involved and making sure that the network is actually functioning. We have all of that working. We just have a little bit more to do as we're going with the pre-template of 9.3.5 with presenting the current version of 9.5.8, where we're going to get to the update being completed, to where the presentation of version 10.0.1 is presented here before the next chapter is released. That's the hope. I'm not sure exactly where we're at on like the numbers of getting to 10.0.1, but that's a long ways away, as we're currently presenting 9.5.8. So welcome to the Elder Scrolls Online version 9. You guys that have been following here for a while kind of know how this works. 0.3, 0.5, and our first DLC for 2024. Oh, we've got the 9 and a 5. Now we're looking for the 8. Scions of Athalia, this DLC features 2 challenging new 4-player PvE dungeons. Oathsworn Pit is a training ground for Malakath's Chosen, and the God of Curses, the God of Curses, the God of Churl, the God of Churl, the God of Curses. So Malakath, when Malakath isn't happy, you're like, yeah, he's going to be sending down not Frost Doctor, not cake, but Malakath might be sending something else if you weren't doing what you were supposed to. Demands you enact revenge on behalf of the fallen. In Bedlam Vel, located within the demi-plane of Maelstrom, you'll find cultists have invaded, and it's up to you to defend this ancient vault and the mysterious relic it protects. Completing these dungeons gives you the chance at obtaining a number of new item sets, collectibles, achievements, and more. As part of the free base game update, we've added 3 new PvP item sets that are earned from rewards of the worthy in addition to a new antiquity. We've also unified gear repair kits to aid in any inventory woes, and siege equipment will also now stack. So kind of learning that. I don't know what it means to will stack. That's an interesting topic. Undaunted key rewards have been increased, and we've also updated graphic settings, presets, and the minimum specs for the game. We hope you enjoy this year's first DLC, which is approximately blah 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 2.26 gigabytes in size. As you'll see that we're just trying to get the information into the system. So it doesn't have to be exact as 2.26 gigabytes in size. It does matter when you do not have a device capable of the total memory. Now that goes a little bit further on the reasons why we have to pay attention to the patch notes. Because we will get the system working with table of contents, new features, updates, big changes, Scions of Athalia DLC game pack, 2 new dungeons, new item sets. You might be thinking like, yeah, Fawn knew it hen, 2 new dungeons, new item sets, achievements, and titles. Update 41 base game is gonna be completed to where we get to update 42. We're gearing that as we've got 9.5.8 that has to go through, guys. Has to go through. So, unified repair kits, stackable siege weaponry, new rewards for the worthy, new antiquities, new collectibles, increased undaunted key rewards, tutorial updates, new furnishings, new container icons, UI font rendering, mean spec update, updates to graphics, settings, presets. So those of you guys that are going down to Shelton here tonight for tonight's game, it's gonna be an awesome thing. Those of you guys going out from Port Angeles getting to Shelton, you know how important it is to get to Shelton. As you are watching the game here, hopefully this is being recorded as you're driving right now. Here you might be thinking there's some sort of combat going on while you're driving. Not really, since you're kind of like in a farm town. You're thinking about like, oh, what in gameplay? What combat and abilities, itemization and new sets, companions. Of course, you want to have some companions coming into the next chapter. Fixes and improvements, chapters and DLCs, base game with new features, updates, and big changes. Like, no! DLC game pack. 2 new dungeons. Oathsworn Pit. For centuries, the secluded retreat of Oathsworn Pit has been a proving ground for followers of Malakath, honing their martial skills in the shadow of the Danger Prince. A band of wood elves calling themselves the Recollection have recently arrived with an ultimatum. Join their army or die. Well, I don't want to die. I'm like, I'm not going to be in the Recollection. Like, yeah, we're the Recollection. Yeah, you got a big game tonight, Recollection, against Oswald Pitt. Bending the knee to these usurpers would draw shame in the eyes of Malacath, and battle commenced. Now the lodges of the pit stand against the Recollection to free themselves from the shackle of servitude, but do the wood elves have another motive? Bedlamville. The workshop of Fanuhian Bedlamville has been invaded by a mysterious force calling themselves the Blind Path and led by an imposing Daedra known as the Blind. Our forces have seized control of the workshop, searching for an artifact of great importance, the Echoner Fanuhian. Fanuhian. You can say it with me too. Fanuhian. Ever delighted by surprises and tests, is amused by this intrusion, and could he remember what the Echoneer was, or where it was, he would undoubtedly seal it away. One thing is for certain, the artifact must not fall into the hands of the Blind and her forces. Sworn Pit and Bedlamville are 4-player dungeons which can be reached via the Riok and Rothgar respectively. Osworn Pit's entrance is in the northern section of the Riok. The entrance of the is north of the Druidok Mountains Way Shrine. Have you checked that out, Osworn Pitties? Bedlamville's entrance is located in western Rothgar, north of the Siege Road Way Shrine. Both dungeons include a normal version in addition to a veteran version. Each dungeon features challenging hard modes for each of their 3 boss encounters. You're like, yeah, what kind of bosses you got, huh? What kind of Norwegian boss do you got, huh? What Swedish boss do you got, huh? Huh? What kind of Danish boss do you got? What kind of Danish boss do you got? There are unique item sets, including 2 new Undaunted Monster Mask sets, only available within the dungeons. Unique achievement awards are available for completing the dungeons, including the following. Arcanist, you can't take your leave yet. Unique skin, the blood marks of Malacath are available for those who complete both Oathsworn Pit and Bedlamville on at least, and it says it right here, on at least, Arcanist, it says here, on at least veteran difficulty, and trigger the achievement Scions of Athelia Delver. So you might be thinking, you're like, I'm going into the next chapter of Gold Road. I kind of got made fun of, and people are calling me the Arcanist. So you got to be on at least veteran difficulty to get out of that Arcanist mentality, so you can escape from being the Arcanist. 2 unique mementos, no joke. The Malacath Helm Hunt and Echoneer Examination mementos are available players who complete their mementos. Osworn Pit and Bedlamville, respectively, on at least veteran difficulty. For those of you guys going to be encountering those 3 different bosses that are very difficult to beat, you might want to go over into Deathmatch and start practicing over in Deathmatch. That'll help you beat those 3 boss encounters that are probably pretty difficult. Would you not die? Artifact Hunter Amber is available for those who complete the Retribution Takes Time achievement. Several titles, unique housing items. New item sets. We have several new item sets and monster masks to acquire from the Scions of Athalia dungeons. Sometimes just words just don't come out of the mouth, you know what I'm saying? Bedlamville, light armor, blind path induction, 2 adds 1096 maximum magicka. 3 adds 4% healing done. 4 adds 1096 maximum magicka. 5 increase the strength of your damaged shields by 13% to targets 15 meters or closer to you. Increase your healing done by 13% to targets more than 15 meters away from you. You get some people that are talking here like, dude, that is so cool. You're like, what are you talking about? Why are you so interested in those damage shields by 13%? Medium armor, tarnished nightmare. You know, you kind of ask more questions in which you already should know. Well, you're going to have a tarnished nightmare. 2 adds 657 critical chance. 3 adds 657 critical chance. 4 adds 657 critical chance. 5. When you deal critical damage to an enemy, glass shards burst 8 meters around them. As we have now presented the current version of 9.5.8. It's a little 8 that is cute. So we're going to get into Twitter here in a little bit. Hopefully you guys are gearing up for the game night here. It's some stupendous stuff. And get into the chat line in the channel and chat away. As you can talk to me as I'm talking here right now. Yep. Welcome to chat. Yep. I know a lot of you are yappers, so get into that chat line and chat now, because everything is working. Everything is working. Yes, everything is working. So you have the capability on YouTube or Twitch. You got to get in the channel and you got to chat about what's going on in ESO. Yep. So today, for those of you guys that have not logged into your game yet, you guys will be receiving a scale collar crate here today. That is great. I'm serious. That's literally great. So I'm gonna take this stuff off, or the chat stuff. Just right in here, you're looking. You're like, you got me. You got Redlia. We're getting the scale collar crate already. It's all beautiful. It is all beautiful. I hope you are enjoying your drive here today as you are gearing towards from Port Angeles. Abner. I know Abner's over in Port Angeles. Abner, you gotta get over Shelton. Abner. So if you see Abner on the road, go, before he gets to Shelton, say hi to Abner for me, so he can start getting more over into ESO news. You know what I'm saying? So he can watch ESO news while he's driving, getting to Shelton. Abner, we are waiting for you. Hopefully you're having a good drive. Abner. Tamriel to Moon Biscuit. Tamriel to Moon Biscuit. So we're in the process of getting information transferred over. And we are going to succeed. Tamriel to Moon Biscuit. Tamriel to Moon Biscuit. Well, Moon Biscuit's going to get there. Just got back. Don't you want Moon Biscuits? I want some Moon Biscuits. Also, I want a Frost Astronaut cake. That sounds really good. So I'm going to go in here into Twitter here really quick. This is some exciting things happening. Yeah, you hear all sorts of things happening, like when things are going right, of how people really did not get, or how they got things in which they weren't supposed to. The College of Whispers really does exist. So I'm going to go in here into Twitter. And Akazu's ESO. So I'm going to go over in here into the Crown Store of ESO Online. Going to log into ESO Online. This is an important thing for us to be logged in. And this takes a little bit of time to run, as both the internet lines and the phone lines are working now. For those that don't have a phone line, well, their lines aren't working, but our lines are working. So what's happening here? We're gonna see what the 4 set items are. So exciting, isn't it? Start getting the Shadow and Stone in. Yesterday we were having a little bit of problem getting Shadow and Stone in. Now we're going to try to get Shadow and Stone in. So logged into ESO Online. Camera biscuit. And Shadow and Stone has a picture. Like, yeah, I want some Frost Astronaut cake. Remember some of those plants are part of Frost Astronaut cake? The ingredients. Oh yeah, Shadow and Stone. What about moon biscuits? Everything about moon biscuits. If you don't know what moon biscuits are another word for biscuits and gravy. Like, oh my god, I want some moon biscuits. Like, yes, moon biscuits. Moon biscuits. Emerald to moon biscuit. Okay. Oh, moon biscuit. Oh, moon biscuit. Tamriel to moon biscuit. I think that's pretty funny. Abner might not think that's so funny. Abner, have you gotten to Shelton yet? Well, Abner, you're probably yapping. You're probably wondering, why are people calling me Abner? It's because you're Abner. You're on your drive to Shelton, and you're wondering, why are people calling me Abner? Well, for one, you look like Abner. And you're like, how did you know I was Abner? Abner. Oh, Abner. Oh, Abner. Tamriel to moon biscuit. And one last item. One last item. Are you ready, O Sworn Pit? Are you ready, Recollection? Have you recollected from what's going on? Hopefully you have. You're like, I don't want the Flame Astronaut crate. I want the Frost Astronaut cake box set. Tamariel Moon Biscuit. Tamariel to Moon Biscuit. Tamariel to Moon Biscuit. Oh, Moon Biscuit. So, Abner, you better get over to Shelton here right away. Now you know. So, I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed your drive as we are gearing towards getting the segment done here for the day and gearing into for tonight's game. This is some sweet stuff. Whether you're getting involved in the next chapter of Gold Road or getting ready for Elder Scrolls 6, I am super excited, and hopefully you are too. I am going to go off the screen, and hopefully you have a good rest of the day. And Abner, if you do get the opportunity to come out to Hoquiam as you're in Shelton here tonight, bring a slice of cake over to me so we can talk. I don't even know you yet, Abner, but I do want to know you. There might be even a day I don't even know Abner approaches me. I'm like, what, who are you? I'm Abner. I'm like, Abner. Abner, you probably want some moon biscuits. Let's do a little test here. Tamariel to Moon Biscuit. Tamariel to Moon Biscuit. Tamariel to Moon Biscuit. Oh, you know it, Amber. Amber? You know it, Abner. You know it. Nobody even communicates to me anyways. Tamariel to Moon Biscuit. Tamariel to Moon Biscuit. You know, get the internet lines working and the phone lines working. It is awesome, isn't it? Tamariel to Moon Biscuit. Have you ever seen Shadow Key like in real life? Like we're going Tamariel to Moon Biscuit. Tamariel to Moon Biscuit. Hopefully you have a good rest of the day. Okay, so before I get off from here, doesn't it feel so great? You know, those people they sit there and they're laughing, blah 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 blah. It's gonna be so great when you are eating some moon biscuits. Have you stolen from somebody else and you're all laughing, chuckling it all up, and sitting there like, we're saying you can't have moon biscuits. Like, yes, I can have moon biscuits. I can go and buy some moon biscuits. No, you can't because you were already caught. Can't have no moon biscuits. There will be a day when we eat moon biscuits. And some of us will be on the screen eating moon biscuits together on the screen. And then we'll put it in place to where you see us eating moon biscuits on the screen. You're like, I want some moon biscuits. But you can't have any moon biscuits. This is such a great day, Elder Scrolls history, to where we have the internet working and the phone working. Such a beautiful time. Oh. I heard a story where a person like used my information to get a PlayStation, and now they're like, "How'd you get that PlayStation?" Well, I illegally used that information to get the PlayStation. Everyone's wondering why the person had the PlayStation in the first place. They went into one of my accounts, used personal information, got the PlayStation, and then PlayStation's looking at them like, you're not going to be able to be connected to any game because you're not getting any moon biscuits and you're not going to be getting any game time. What a great day for news information, isn't it? This is a great day. And when you are eating moon biscuits, I hope you do eat some moon biscuits with me one day, where we will all be able to eat some moon biscuits. And those people that have stolen from us, we don't even have to shove it in their face. We can just say, "You're not getting no moon biscuits." And then we'll say, "Well, though it's imaginary, we don't have moon biscuits. We don't have the ingredients for the moon biscuits, but we do have something good to eat. So we're going to eat this anyways, and you're not going to eat anything at all." It's funny, and also that's going to happen. So you shouldn't have taken money from another person or me. And when you mess up, you that comes back at you. And so that's happening right now. This is a great time to where we are going to start growing in Elder Scrolls. I really do believe so. Um, so hopefully you've had a good day, and you'll be able to join up in the game night here later on tonight. So long, and play some Elder Scrolls. This is some really good stuff. I'm looking forward to the system growing. I'm super excited as the internet's growing and the phones are growing. It was so complicated with 4 different devices not working. When I was like T-Mobile, like, yeah, they charged to get the phone number off, and now the real phone number is working. So this is a great thing, a really good thing. You got some time, bring some cake over to me, or just come and talk to me and have some good discussion. Hopefully, you have a good rest of the day. I will hopefully see you later on the screen or see you in real life. All right, have a great day.